Would you please welcome to the stage Marc, Cohn, Rosanne Cash, Joe Ely, and Lucinda Williams.
Happy to be here among these esteemed colleagues too. We have two special musicians with us tonight, John Leventhal and Gurf Morlix. I was thinking today that I've been playing the bottom line almost as long as 20 years, almost since the first open. The first time I played the bottom line, I think, was 1979, and I was opening for someone who shall remain nameless, but his initials are RM, and he used to be in the Eagles. He was unhappy with something on stage, so he ended up trashing the bathroom and breaking the toilet and all that stuff. And I was young and rather green, and I thought, wow, this is the bottom line. This is how big stars act. Wow, this is going to be great. But I am yet to trash a bathroom. You know, it's the 20th anniversary, though. This could be my night. Second shot. This is a song called You Won't Let Me In. Staying in your house, I'm sleeping in your bed, walking through your dreams, I'm dancing through your hair, I'm calling from the streets, I'm crying like the wind, 'cause you are there, and I am here, and you won't. Changing like a girl on the threshold of her life, in love for her world, but staring down each night. You're everything I need, love I can't defend, but you are there, and I am here. You won't let me in. You are there, I am here. You won't let me in. No time for kisses, no time to laugh, no way that I can see to crawl out of my heart. I'm falling to my knees, I'm flying like a bird, I fall in love. first one's always the hardest. So that you can have that experience now, Mark. I'd like to hand it off to you, Marc Cohn.
I'd like a little more piano in my monitors. I guess I should say also, just as a quick comment, which is that I played here. One of the first gigs I ever played was here, as far as having a record out and trying to support that record. And I said at that time, and it always comes back to me when I come back here, when I first moved to New York, which was about 10 years ago, I always used to sort of dream about seeing my name in one of those little boxes in the Arts and Leisure ad. You know? I'm not sure if this one had that ad, but this song is called Walk Through the World, which I don't co-write very much, but I wrote this with John, so here we go. Writing you this letter from somewhere waiting. I can feel the distance between us. From the Spanish steps right down to the Liberty Bell. I know the angels can see us, and they can see us well. They see you down on 7th Avenue, while you're just hanging by a thread. And I'm sitting in a lonely room without a view.
called He Never Got Enough Love. I'm real glad to be here tonight, too. It's really great. His mama ran off when he was just a kid, so he never really knew her at all. Just a picture of a girl in a sad blue dress, hanging beside a cross on the wall. His daddy used to drive those 18-wheelers. Now he drives the bottle deep into the night. He was always saying, son, you're just no good. You'll never do anything right. He never got enough love in all his life. He wasn't brought up right. He never got enough love. The screams and the bruises and the broken bottles, these were things he understood. From busted chairs to a broken heart, he got away as soon as he could. When he was just 18, he got his very own gun and shot a kid near a liquor store one night. He was all mixed up. He never understood why. He was only looking to prove his daddy right. He never got enough love in all his life. He wasn't brought up right. He never got enough love. He never got enough love in all his life. He wasn't brought up right. He never got enough love. This guy sitting here to the right of me is one of the most soulful guys around. This is a real man here.
Woo, baby.
Yeah. This is a man with some backbone. Joe Ely.
Well, that introduction made me change the opening song. But I'm glad to be here too. In fact, I'm thrilled to be here. I came in from the frozen north in about a 300-degree wind chill below factor or something, and barely made it. I think Lucinda, you barely made it too.
Yeah.
All right, here, let me just. pulling, sliding down the railroad track. 60 miles an hour, my baby's holding tight. Crazy to be on this highway tonight. Cool breeze in my hair, baby, I don't care. I got no destination and I'm halfway there. My eyes got lucky. My eyes got lucky. My eyes got lucky. My eyes got lucky. My eyes got lucky when they fell on you. If this night never ends, it'll be way too soon. My eyes got lucky. I remember when I met her, wind in the tree, moonlight on her face and a cool, cool breeze. Now I'm sitting beside her sheet, turning like a cat. It's funny how memories seem to be made like that. Cool breeze in my hair, baby, I don't care. I got no destination and I'm halfway there. My eyes got lucky. My eyes got lucky. My eyes got lucky. My eyes got lucky. My eyes got lucky when they fell on you. If this night never ends, it'll be way too soon. My eyes got lucky.
Hey, play one, Gurf.
My eyes got lucky. Thank you.
Don't quite know how to respond to that. I think the only thing to do is go deep in some female mode. I'm awash in testosterone at the moment.
Rosanne, you got backbone too, baby.
Stop it. When I heard how they responded to Lucinda, I went, oh, good, we can do anything tonight. This woman and I went on a tour of Australia together with Mary Chapin Carpenters, just us and our guitars, and it was pretty wild. This is, I would love Marc to join me on this. This is called Sleeping in Paris. Send the angels to watch over you tonight. You send them right back to me. Lonely road is a bodyguard who really wanted to be. There's fascination behind every window, but I know you really care for me. And soon we'll be sleeping in Paris, and we can set those
get glued to the waves just to see which way they go. There's desperation on wild street corners, but I think you're just waiting for me. Soon we'll be sleeping in Paris, and we can set those wild ones free. No one sees behind the door. Every day it's one step forward. Soon we'll be sleeping in Paris, and we can set those wild ones free. Speaks French too. No one sees and no one knows. Every day I'm letting go, and soon we'll be sleeping in Paris. Soon we'll be sleeping in Paris, and we can set those angels free. Watch it coming up real slow down South Park Boulevard. Yeah, I was looking good from tan to hood, great big fins and painted steel, and it looked just like the Batmobile with my old man behind the wheel. Well, you could hardly even see it on that chrome, the man with the plan and the pocket comb. But every night I carried him home, and I could hear him say, don't you give me no beauty, son, you must take my word. If there's a God up in heaven, yeah, he's got a silver Thunderbird. If you can keep your Eldorados from the foreign cars of the sun, me, I like to go down in a silver Thunderbird. We got up every morning while I was still asleep. Yeah, but I remember the sound of the shovel right before the crack of dawn. I heard him turn over. When I got him in, it was long gone. Yeah, down this road in rain and snow, the man and his machine would go. The secrets of that old car would know. and I still hear him say, don't you give me no beauty, son, you must take my word. If there's a God up in heaven, yeah, he's got a silver thunderbird, and you can keep your Eldorados and the foreign cars of sin. Yeah, I like to go down in the silver thunderbird. Yeah, down the road in the snow, the man his machine would go, and the secrets of that old car. And sometimes I can stare there and say, don't you give me no beauty, son, you must take my word. If there's a God up in heaven, yeah, he's got a 61 Thunderbird. You can keep your Eldorado and the foreign cars of sin. Me, I want to go down in the silver Thunderbird, that's right. Me, I want to go down in the silver Thunderbird, take me down. To me, I wanna go down. To me, I wanna go down. Me, I wanna go down. Down to my silver thunderbird.
I was just wondering, is there any water that is kind of warm anywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, kind of liquidy and warm, like, you know. I don't mean to sound like a snobbery thing, but do you have any bottled water? What? Just like, well, not really tap water. I mean,
This woman knows her needs.
I just want some water that's not cold. Okay. No, not Perrier. Tap water will be fine. I'll drink it, okay. Whatever. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. Oh, well. Now we've broken the ice. I never could hold my mystique for very long. After a while, it just kind of comes to the forward. Thanks. It's too cold. So, never mind. See, it kind of soothes your throat if it's warm. Yeah. roast.
Once again, I've changed the song. This is really tough, sitting up here and hearing all these great songs, and then it comes your turn. Let me see. Just throw it. Well, he had hair black as a fiberglass speedboat. The morning air was crisp as a brand new banknote. He swaggered like a surfer on a Louisiana dirt bike, and he swerved like a trucker on a Dallas turnpike. They were sleepless in love. They were lovers. They were lovers. Sleepless in love. She had eyes bright as a sunlit airstream. She told no lies. She hardly ever had a bad dream. She was calm, still as a July willow. She was tender, soft as a Kmart pig. They were sleepless in love. They were lovers. They were lovers. Sleepless in love. He held her close, tight as a Harley's drive chain, like a rose riding on a midnight freight train. They shivered like the streamers in a gypsy car lot. They melted like rain on an Irish rooftop. They went crazy, crazy as a wild, wild west wind. When it chases a tumbleweed with too much top spin. They made love like wild horses in a hurricane, chasing rainbows in a souped-up silver screen. They were sleepless in love. They were lovers.
Something really cold to drink. If somebody's blowing smoke up here, could you blow it towards the back of the room? It's really hard to say much.
Now that we're talking about water and,
This is an old
cigarette
song.
smoke. What, water and cigarette smoke? Yeah,
What's your voice? No, I get it.
Just you and your guitars in Australia.
You filmed it too. The whole movie and the whole thing.
Oh God, that movie. Where is that movie? Who has it?
You don't know.
I don't.
This is called 7 Year 8.
You don't say nothing when you're feeling this way. Girls in the bars thinking, who is this guy? They don't think nothing when they're telling you lies. You look so careless when they're shooting at the bull. Do you know heartaches are heroes and the hearts are cold? Tell me you're trying to kill the 7-year rain. See what else you're rolling to. Boys say, what is he gonna give us some room? The girls say, gotta hope this makes sense. Everybody's talking, but you don't hear a thing. Still on town on your downhill swing. The boulevard's empty, why don't you come around? They were so great about sleeping downtown. There's plenty of times to be someone you're not. Just say you're looking for something you might have forgot. Don't bother calling, just say you're leaving alone. Says a fool on every corner when you try to get by. Just tell her you're trying to kill the 7-year rain. See what else your old heart can take. Boys say, when is he gonna give us some room? The girls say, gotta hope it comes back soon. Tell me you're trying to kill the 7-year rain. See what else your old heart can take. Boys say, when is he gonna give us some room? The girls say, gotta hope it comes back soon.
I wrote this song right after, everybody's always talking about sort of the New York sound or New York songwriters, and I never really could say if there's certain songs I've written that I wouldn't have if I didn't live here, but certainly Walking Memphis is one of them. That's a joke. And maybe we can't do anything, Rosanne. But I did write this song after a strangely, just a strange cab ride, where the guy opened up the partition between us, which is always a sign of doom. Started talking to me about how he couldn't wait to leave this life, leave his job, leave his family, get on with the real meaning behind it all and die. He felt this, especially after reading a pamphlet, which he gave me about 7 copies of, which was written by a priest who had gone into a deep trance one afternoon, ascended to heaven, and the pamphlet said when he came back, he did what most people do after they've seen heaven, he wrote a pamphlet. So, I went back home and I looked in this pamphlet and wrote down all the sort of fun facts inside, and pretty much most of what's in this lyric comes from that pamphlet. Sort of. I got into a cab in New York City. There was an Oriental man behind the wheel. When he started talking about heaven like it was real. He said, they got mansions in heaven. No, the angels are building one for me right now. And I know they're saving the best of lives. Look around this town and you tell me that it ain't so. They must be saving the best of lives. But don't
ask me how I know, because it must be saving the best for last. We go about 100 miles a second. You don't have to drive no lousy cab. You got everything you want and more, man. The king picks up the tab. You walk around on the streets of gold all day, and then you never have to listen to what these customers say. And I know they must be saving the best for life. Look around this town, you tell me that it ain't so. They must be saving the best for life. Don't ask me how I know, because it must be saving the best for last. Whoa, saving the best for last. Well, I can remember when I was still a child, lost down in the streets of Chinatown. And my mother, she had a vision, and I was found. Saving the best for last. So, whoa, saving the best for last. Son, you better save all the best for last. When I finally take my journey, I'm gonna wave goodbye to her. Gonna throw my meter in the ocean, and I'm gonna prove what I was with. And I don't care who tries to flag me down. They're gonna have to find them another ride uptown. I know they must be saving the best for life. Sit around this town, you tell me the name. So they must be saving the best for life. But don't ask me how I know, Christ just must be saving the best for last. Whoa, saving the best for last.
One more.
Where is Vince Gasoline? I'm just relaying your jokes to the other.
Well,
Where's that man? I'd like to speak to him.
don't be afraid. Oh, we need a beer ball, that's right. We can't do that song without a beer ball. See, I was going to do this new song, but... See, okay. I gotta do it sometime. This is a song I wrote for a songwriter who was a singer-songwriter who was a friend of ours from Texas named Blaze Foley, who was shot and killed in a senseless argument some years back. It's called Blaze. The sun came up and it was just another day. You never should let go of your guitar. The sun went down and you were blown away. You never should let it go that far. good audience.
Yeah, I knew Blaze too. He's
He was wild.
quite a wild man. Big, huge guy with a big beard. And I heard that one time he got kicked out of the Kerrville Folk Festival, out of the backstage. And so he went out and put on a dress and came back in.
Yeah.
Oh, songs about Texas. I want to do one here. Kind of came out of West Texas where it's big flattered with saw blade, you know, it's, cotton fields. And my uncle JB was a cotton farmer. Out over his kitchen sink, he had a picture window. You could see the cotton farm for miles out there. One Chinese elm tree about a half a mile away. I remember coming back one Christmas and JB said, "Look out that window, you notice anything different?" And it looked like the same cotton field to me. JB had chopped down the Chinese elm tree because he said that it marred his view of the horizon. This song is not about JB, but it is about the wind that blows out there all the time. You know why trees bend at the West Texas border? Do you know why they bend, sway and twine? The trees bend because of the wind across that lonesome border. Trees bend because of the wind almost all the time. Have you seen my Caroline up in Amarillo? Have you seen my Caroline, one that I call mine? If you see my Caroline with her hair yellow, if you see my Caroline, tell her I'm doing fine. But she is to me like the breeze that blows from Corpus Christi. She is to me like the breeze that blows up from the sea. But if she is like the breeze that blows from Corpus Christi, then I must be like the trees, 'cause Caroline blows through me. You know why the trees bend at the West Texas border? Do you know why they bend, sway and twine? The trees bend because of the wind across that lonesome border. Trees bend because of the wind almost all the time. The trees bend because of the wind almost all the time.
That's beautiful. Sounds like an ancient song and a new song at the same time. This is our last round. I've loved being here. And thank you very much for coming out, helping us celebrate the Bottom Line's 20th anniversary. I have to say that in those 20 years, Alan, I've only seen you change the carpet in the dressing room once. I didn't write it. do like that song very much. This is called The Wheel.
You sort of want to, there's certain songs you want to do, and then you also want to appropriately follow up what just came before. I want to play this song because it seems appropriate for today because this is a tune I wrote when my wife was just a few months pregnant, and I was contemplating what it was going to be like to be a dad. And at the time, I didn't know anything about my son. I didn't even know it was a boy at the time, but it seems apt to sing this song tonight, which is called The Things We Handed Down, because I just came back from a school conference where we were sort of interviewed, see if we were cool enough to be at this particular school for a 3-year-old.
Watch it, my 5-year-old's preschool teacher is here.
Oh, well, I won't mention the school then. Anyway, no, it's actually a pretty low-key place. It was fun. But the reason it's apt to sing the song today is they had the parents sit in a semicircle around the headmaster of the school, and then the kids in a smaller semicircle in front of them, where at the end of sort of a play group, where the parents were mostly doing the playing and the kids were sucking their thumbs in the corner. The teacher asked for the kids to sort of tell them songs they could all sing. So one kid said Twinkle Twinkle, and another kid said the Barney song. Another kid said, yeah, I know. It's an unbelievable thing. And, another kid said something else, I can't remember what. And my son said, rock and roll on the bus. So, that's my kid. I don't know much about you. I don't know who you are. We've been doing fine without you. We could only go so far. I don't know why you chose us. Were you watching from above? Is there someone there that knows us? Said we'd give you all our love. Will you laugh just like your mother? Will you sigh like your old man? Will something skip a generation? They all forget. You were a poet or a dancer, a devil or a clown, or a strange new combination of things we've had down. I wonder who you look like. Could your hair fall down and curl? Will you, a mama's boy, daddy's little girl? Will you be a sad reminder what I lost along the way? Or maybe you can help me find things you do. We have given you, they are not so easily found. Oh, but you can thank us later for the things we've had done. Always be so grateful for the way that you were made. Maybe some feature of your father's that you gladly celebrate. One day you may look at it and say that you were cursed. But over time that line has been extremely well rehearsed by our fathers and their fathers in some old and distant town. From places no one here remembers come the things we've handed down. The things we've handed
has really been great. It's really been a thrill to meet you, Mark, and be able to do this show with you. And of course, my sister, Rose, yeah, and Joe, and Gurf and John, everybody, and all of y'all. And that's cool. And also, I just want to say that Rosanne's album is one of my favorite albums of all time. I'm not exaggerating. I love that record. I mean, I play that thing over and over and over. I just love it. It's really, really good. So, I just want to say that.
A whole tour. A whole tour.
We want to see the video.
Oh God, the video. Actually, I haven't seen it yet. Did you ever see it? Truth or Scare. I mean, we could just go here all night, you know. Well, I'm going to do the... Gurf is trying to get me to do these new songs because I got to kind of, you know, get them out there. So it's kind of scary. But anyway, this is called... It's another Kiss song. It's called I Still Long for Your Kiss.
I
this has been a great night. This is a real inspirational night. And by the way, Mark, the taxi driver that you got the pamphlet from, I got him at the airport. He's no longer speaking English. He's talking in tongues now. I want to do this song as I guess this is the last song, so I want to kind of send it out to everybody that's digging out of the earthquake in Southern California. Got a lot of good friends up there. With a lot of pain and stuff, and I kind of wrote this song when I was digging myself out of a big hole. Not an earthquake, but my own hole that I dig for myself. There's somewhere. I'm just sitting here wondering, the world's gone to hell, and we blame someone else for the trouble we're in. In a big easy chair at the TV we stare while the world caves in. And it ain't no wonder that we don't get a break. It's so easy to find someone else's mistake. Give me a shovel, I'm gonna dig all night. Give me a hammer, I'm gonna chisel for life. Love is the thing, makes the world go round. Come here, baby, I wanna take you down. I'm just sitting here wondering, there's too many hearts, too many miles apart, and they can't give up. If no one can win, there's just too many bends on the river of love. And it ain't no wonder that we don't get a break. It's so easy to find someone else's mistake. Give me a shovel, I'm gonna dig all night. Give me a hammer, I'm gonna chisel for life.
singing. It was a group decision. I don't know. You know, Lucinda was so brave in doing 2 new songs as opposed to doing 1. Yeah. It scares me to death. My guitar's on it too. daughters, and my middle one, not the one with the shaved head, but the one who wears the black fingernail polish, told me that my songs weren't feminist enough. I was so stunned. I said, well, you know, everything in art and music doesn't have to be politically correct. You can write about recession and write about your feelings. It doesn't have to be right. She said, well, Mother, women are clearly superior to men, so you shouldn't have to write about wanting to change for somebody or, you know, obsession, that kind of thing. I just thought, this does not bode well for her future relationships. And then the one with the shaved head said, well, why can't you just accept each other? I said, wow, it took me 38 years to get to that. They're going through this now. They'll reach post-feminism in a couple of years. And I'll be able to talk to him again. Anyway, I don't know why that's an introduction to this song. Chelsea would probably not think this was feminist enough, but this is called If I Were a Man. If I were a man, I'd be so sweet. Give me everything I need. Be so glad to go this deep. If I were a man, if I were the moon, I'd hang so low, bring sweet love to all below. It would change and hurt you so. If I were the moon, it goes on and on forever, and there's just no way to know. I can change just like the weather, the sun as a storm. If I were the winds, I'd blow and shout. I'd clean our souls and bodies out. I'd shake the memories from this house. If I were the wind, if I were God, I guess I'd know. I guess my friends would tell me so. I'd be a happy lie to tell. If I were God, it goes on and on forever. There's just no way to know. I can change just like the weather, the sun as a stone.
Sorry, I was waiting for you to walk off. I'm so glad you stayed.
I wanted to hear the song.
Great. I told John I wasn't going to do this song, so Oh, come on, John. Yeah. It's so weird when you have a song that sort of gets heard a lot for a period of time. The first time I ever heard this song on the radio was a couple months after my record was released. And we were driving somewhere on the Merritt Parkway, I think, and Like a Virgin was playing on the radio. And then my song came on. And I really, at the time, didn't know what the fuck to make of that. I'm not sure I do now. But I mentioned that so that you can close your eyes and sort of imagine the last beautiful strains of Like a Virgin fading out. And the segue that the DJ presented, which was my song fading in. Thank you. Put on my blue suede shoes, I boarded the plane, I touched down in the land of Delta, in the middle of the pouring rain. WC Handy, could you look down over me? Yeah, I got a first class ticket, and I'm as blue as a boy can be. Then I'm walking with my feet 10 feet off the beam. Walking in Memphis. Do I really feel the way I feel? I saw the ghost of Elvis on Union Avenue, and I followed him up to the beats of Graceland, and I watched him walk right through. Now security did not see him, they just hovered around his tomb. There's a pretty little thing waiting for the king, right down in the jungle room. And I was walking in Memphis, walking with my feet 10 feet off the beat. Walking in Memphis. Do I really feel the way I feel? They've got catfish on the table. They've got gospel in me. The Reverend Green, be glad to see you, babe. When you held my prayer. Boy, in Memphis. Muriel plays piano every Friday at the Hollywood, and they brought me down to see her, and they asked me if I would do a little number. And I sang with all of my might. She said, tell me, are you a Christian child? I said, that sucked. Tell me, are you a Christian child? And I said, well, I was walking in Memphis. I was walking with my feet 10 feet off the beat. Walking in Memphis. Do I really feel the way I feel? I was walking in Memphis. I was walking with my feet 10 feet off the beat. Walking in Memphis. Do I really feel the way I feel? Walking in Memphis. Walking in Memphis. Sing. Walking in Memphis. Come on now. Say, come on now.
was walking with my feet 10 feet off the beat. Oh, in my heart. Do I really feel? Do I really feel? Do I really feel? I was walking with my feet 10 feet. Do I really feel? Do I really feel? It's a little bit soft. It's a little bit soft, but not as loud as that cough. You know how I put on my blue suede shoes, boarded plane, touchdown in the Delta, in the middle of the pouring rain. I touchdown in the land, the Delta, in the middle of the pouring rain. Lucinda wins.
So cool. I'm having the time of my life. I'm gonna do this here song by God. Swinging on the beat is a cold chill. Don't know what it is and call it real. The lump in my throat is hot as fuck. Don't know what it is and call it love. Well, I saw you out in your car. You had the top down, driving real slow. Taking me in the cold chill. Don't know what it is and call it a thrill. The lump in my throat is hot as fuck. Don't know what it is and call it love. Well, I saw you in the grocery store, buying tomatoes for a casserole. Shaking me in the cold chill. Don't know what it is and call it a thrill. The lump in my throat is hot as fuck. Don't know what it is and call it love. Rosanne. You're the icing on the cake.
I like the way you say that. Well, there's been all these great songs like that are, you know, kind of about love and life
And all
everything in
that stuff.
between.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something that has no meaning whatsoever. Just because it's the last song, I'm going to do the fastest song I ever wrote.
Yeah.
For your love, I broke the moon, put it in a blender, mix up a concoction down to make you surrender. I'd buy the brand off a fucking Brahma bull. I'd rob me a gin mill, fill the ocean full. I'd take on the army, Her Majesty's Marines. Your love ain't just a cover, it's a whole magazine. For your love, I'd stop a freight train, single-handed. I'd straighten out the bends in the Rio Grande. I'd climb the tower at the TV station, broadcast my affection to the United Nations. I'd take on the government in Washington, D.C. Your love ain't just a cover, it's a whole magazine. Woo! For your love, I'd stop the hands of time. For your love, I'd take a diamond line. For your love, I'd do it all the time. Hey, now. For your love, for your love, for your love, I'd walk a tightrope, wrestle anacondas, jump a motorcycle over half a dozen Hondas.